Peanuts, peanuts, and peanuts once again. What's up, 23% Nation? It's your man, Coach D. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm back with Legume of the Day, the one and only peanut. Now, a lot of you are probably confused. Like, wait a minute, Coach D. How can peanuts be considered legumes, and why are you saying that a legume is a peanut? Well, if you're confused, don't fret. Please listen on. Why? Because Coach D and the rest of the 23% Nation, we're about to dive just a little deeper into the wonderful world of peanuts. All right, first up, a little bit of background information. Number one, yes, you said it. Yes, that peanuts are actually legumes, but carry almost all the qualities of other popular edible nuts, such as pistachios and almonds. Now, they do differ from most other legumes because they grow underground. Now, here's something that you got to understand. That peanuts technically are legumes. Why? Because they grow inside of a pod. As you can clearly see in the picture, the peanuts grow inside of a pod, just like navy beans, just like black-eyed peas, just like lima beans. So technically, they are legumes. And here's our little third bit of background information, is that peanuts are thought to have originated in the Central Americas and were spread to the rest of the world through Spanish explorers. So there you have it, guys. Spanish explorers were of utmost importance. That they not only helped to colonize the New World, but they were able to carry over lots and lots of different legumes. So I guess we can thank them for peanuts and all the other legumes such as black beans, navy beans, and navy beans. All right, now it's time to dive into a few fun facts. Number one, peanuts are also known as ground nuts or earth nuts. Now, honestly, that's a little new to me because I never heard of peanuts being called ground nuts or earth nuts. Now, honestly, I probably should have called this slide interesting facts as opposed to fun facts. Why? Because now we got to talk a little bit about peanut allergies. So here we go. A peanut allergy is a type of hypersensitivity response in some people to food substances prepared using these nuts. The resultant overreaction of the immune system may manifest as severe physical symptoms like vomiting, stomach pain, swelling of the lips and throat, leading to breathing difficulty, chest congestion, and sometimes death. So, as you can see, peanut allergies are absolutely nothing to play with. So if you have a peanut allergy, it's always important that if you're going to eat out at different types of restaurants, that you always ask the waiter or waitress, or maybe even the chef, if any of the foods that you're purchasing from that restaurant are made with peanuts. And here's the last bit of interesting information, is that it is therefore advised to avoid any food preparations that contain peanut products in these individuals. So not only should you stay away from peanuts, but it's also important that you stay away from any food that has been cooked with peanut oil. So when you go to the restaurants, be prepared to let them know, number one, that you do have a peanut allergy, and always ask if the food contains peanuts or if it's been cooked in peanut oil. All right, now let's dive into the nutrient content. Now, for today, we're going to say that a serving of peanuts is equivalent to 100 grams. Now, most people are not familiar with 100 grams, so we're going to say today that 100 grams is equivalent to about half a cup. Not a whole cup, but half a cup. So here we go. Now, the first thing that you'll probably notice is that peanuts are very, very high in calories. Now, the reason for that is because they have a very high fat content. But whatever the case may be, it's the good fat, not the bad fat. It's still 567 calories, right? Also, now you're only going to get about 16 grams of carbs. Now check out the amount of protein. A little over 25 grams of protein. Now, when we look at total fat, look, almost 50 grams, which is equivalent to 165% of the DV. So as you can see, you're going to get all of your fat from just about half a cup of peanuts for an entire day. Notice something, there is absolutely zero cholesterol. Now, here's the cool thing about plants, is that plant foods have zero cholesterol. That's right. Now check out the dietary fiber. You get about 8.5 grams, which is equivalent to 22%, right? So if we refer back to the 520 rule, we know that any any food having a nutrient content of 20% or higher means that it is an excellent source of that particular nutrient. So peanuts are an excellent source of fiber. Now take a look at folate, niacin, pantothenic acid, and pyridoxine, all above 20%, so it is an excellent source of those nutrients. Now when we look at riboflavin, only 10%, so that means it is a good source. However, if we go back to thiamine, vitamin E, both above 20%, so it's an excellent source of those vitamins. Now sodium and potassium, well, I'm sorry, sodium, very, very low, only 1%, so it's not a good source of sodium. Take a look at potassium, 15%. It is a good source. Why? Because it's between 10 and 19%. If you look at calcium, only 9%, so not a good source of calcium. But look at copper, 127%. Amazing. So it is an excellent source of copper. Iron, above 20%. Magnesium, manganese, phosphorus, and zinc, all above 20%. So it is an excellent source of those particular nutrients. Now, selenium, which is a very uncommon mineral, but it definitely does the body good. Why? Because it's an antioxidant. But don't worry, even though it only has 13%, just eat another half a cup and you'll get 26%, which then makes it an excellent source of selenium. All right, now it's time to talk about the health benefits. Now, always understand something, that the health benefits come from the nutrients. That's right. So in other words, when you put these nuts, or shall I say legumes, or shall I say peanuts in your body, this is what happens. The peanuts, they help to lower your LDLs and increase your HDLs. Now, remember something. Your LDL stands for low density lipoproteins. That's the bad cholesterol. Whereas the HDLs, high density lipoproteins, those are the good fats, right? Or shall we say good cholesterol. Also, peanuts help prevent coronary artery disease and stroke risk. They contain a polyphenolic antioxidant, such as p-coumaric acid, thought to reduce the risk of stomach cancer. So, yes, the term polyphenolic antioxidant may be a little difficult to pronounce, but just understand that it is, in general, a phytonutrient, which basically is a nutrient that comes from a plant, which when it enters the body, does the body good. Also, peanuts are an excellent source of resveratrol, which happens to be another phytonutrient, or we can say phytochemical, right? Now, resveratrol happens to be another polyphenolic antioxidant. It has a protective function against cancers, heart disease, degenerative nerve disease, Alzheimer's disease, as well as viral/fungal infections and strokes. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. It's very important to put resveratrol inside of your body. Here's some other little things that we need to know about peanuts, is that roasting or boiling enhances antioxidant bioavailability in the peanuts. So for those of us who may not necessarily like the texture of boiled peanuts, it's all good. Be sure to eat them. A few more health benefits. It has been found that boiled peanuts have 2- and 4-fold increase in the isoflavin antioxidants, such as biochanin-A and genistein. Amazing. Also, peanuts protect the skin from free radical damage and contributes to health and blood flow to the brain. Yummy. So if you're not convinced now, I don't know what will. All right, time for us to dive into our nutrition quote of the day. Now, this one comes from Get the Gloss, okay? And they simply say, Spread love as thick as you would peanut butter. Yummy. Now, I know that a lot of people out there love P&J sandwiches. Hell, I was raised on peanut butter and jelly, right? But I never quite knew that I should spread love as thickly as I used to spread my peanut butter. So, let's spread peanut butter and love at the same time. All right. Now it's time to go to our website for everything vegan. Say hello to forksoverknives.com. And don't forget to go check out the movie Forks Over Knives. It's amazing. You'll learn a lot. I went to the website, pulled up 2 really cool peanut recipes, vegan at that, and look what I found. The first one is almost instant peanut sauce. And the second one is peanut butter caramel apples. Take a look at the pictures. Amazing. Now here's the cool thing is that I'm providing you with a link to each recipe in the description box. So go ahead, open it up, click on the link. It'll take you directly to the recipe. And here's the cool thing is that it's going to give you instructions, an ingredient list, and the preparation time. So go ahead and do it. And don't forget to let Coach D know how these recipes taste. All right, 23% Nation, I hear you. A lot of you say, thanks for the recipes. Thanks for the fun facts about peanut allergies. Okay. But Coach D, what I really want to know is, when should I eat more peanuts? Well, the answer is very simple. It's Nature Day, ladies and gentlemen. Nature Day. Now, for those of us who know nothing about Nature Day, well, I just want to let you know that it is the first day of the 23% challenge, which, by the way, is a 7-day wellness program that is designed to improve your health, your wealth, your relationships, and it helps us save planet Earth. Now, here's the cool thing about the challenge is that it's only 7 days. As a matter of fact, it's the first 7 days of every single month. Now, what are you supposed to do on Nature Day? Well, Coach D is about to hook you up with 3 options. The first option is for you to go to your local grocery store or farmer's market and purchase all the plant foods that you're going to consume throughout the first 7 days of the month, which technically would make you a 23% vegan. Now, the second option is to go to a grocery store and go to their prepare dishes section. Now, I'm going to recommend 2 stores for you, Whole Foods and the Fresh Market. I go there on the regular and I always get my food by the pound. Now, the reason why I prefer this is because I don't necessarily like to cook, okay, just to be honest with you. So I allow the experts to cook my food for me, right? Now, the third option that you can do on Nature Day is to go to a vegan restaurant. Now, even if you don't know where a vegan restaurant is, or maybe you don't even know that vegan restaurants exist, all you gotta do is Google it. Just go to Google and punch in vegan restaurants near me. And just pick one. Chances are there are at least 2 in your area. Now, here's something else that you gotta know. Is that if you choose the third option, meaning you go to a vegan restaurant, be sure to do 2 things. Number 1, let them know that Coach D sent you. And number 2, be sure to order something that contains peanuts, right? So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Now you know when, where, and how to eat more peanuts. All right, time for our question of the day, which comes from the 23% Nation. Why? Because we have inquiring minds. We want to know, which peanut recipe do you prefer? Is it the first one, the second one, or maybe, just maybe, you know of a vegan peanut recipe that you would like to share with us? So whether you want to take one of mine or share one of yours, please write it in the comment box below. Guys, I want to thank you for watching. I definitely want to thank you for listening. As always, let's eat well, feel well, think well, do well, be well. This is your man, Coach D. Now, before I sign out, I got to ask you to please subscribe and like the video. And let's not forget our 3-word mantra, which is eat more plants. As stated before, my name is Coach D. I'm signing out. Always remember to take care, God bless, and never ever forget that Coach D loves you.